Greetings and welcome back to The Pride. My name is Muphasa El Matador. They call me the Curious Cat. My job is pretty simple. I help grow your conviction. Conviction to buy, conviction to sell, conviction to hold. And today we're looking at the banking crisis or the banking resolution. Stick with me and let's jump into the charts. Out here in The Pride, we do the simple things consistently. We call the top and trade it all the way down. We call the bounce when we are at the 200 moving average and this sloping trend line. We caught that bounce going up. And last week, I pointed out when we're sitting right at the 20 EMA that we were going to bounce to our next Fibonacci level, probably higher, and then turn all the way down. We hit the Fibonacci level at 406. Served as resistance and traded all the way down. And on Friday, we broke the resistance, which has served as resistance for a really long time. And now we're trading under that, under the 200 moving average. RSI is pretty low. And if you like content like this, you want to get into plays with us, hit the like and subscribe button, hit the Patreon, and come join the Pride. We are able to, that was the last week was the worst week in 2023. And we were able to do 40% in the same week because we do the simple things consistently. We sold out of all of our puts and we repositioned ourselves to take advantage of a bailout of some sort coming from the United States government. And they did come through. Late on Sunday, we got announcements that they were going to make all of the depositors whole without somehow affecting taxpayer money. I still don't understand the details, but Joe Biden is going to be addressing the market to show up the banks on Monday. With that said, we were going to look at the economic calendar. As always, out here in the Pride, we do not surf without checking the weather. Monday, absolutely nothing scheduled. All we're going to have is Joe Biden come out on Monday and tell us how everything is good with the banks and everyone is going to be made whole, and everyone who bought puts expecting the world to end on Monday will be closing out on those short positions and trying to reposition themselves to ride the wave upwards. Joe Biden also said last week that he is expecting a positive CPI print, and that is coming out Tuesday. If we have positive CPI with this momentum, we could be seeing a bullish Monday and a bullish Tuesday. And after that, we have PPI on Wednesday. And if that's bullish as well, then we could be seeing a lot of things. And I will show you guys a couple of headlines that really caught my attention before making this video. Thursday, we have initial jobless claims. So we have 3 jam-packed days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday is all about the banks and how everything is going to be fine. And Friday, so that's the weather for the week. And I'm super excited going in. This one was really big for me, right? So Goldman Sachs comes out and they have this amazing headline on Reuters. They say, Urban analysts no longer expect Fed rate hikes in March after SBV failure. So we're back to the same old story. No rate hikes, Fed pivot. Everything is going back to money printing, and the stocks love easy money. So as long as narratives like this continue to flood through the markets beginning of the week, we're expecting a bullish Monday. In addition to that, a bunch of headlines that are amazing. Dollar slumps, rate hikes in question as Fed limits SVB fallout. A falling dollar means a rising stock market. We're also going to be looking at NOG-T is our play in the stock market whenever gold is rising, and gold prices seem to be surging. It's a no-brainer, like if the dollar is going down, the currency of choice is literally gold. Is the only asset that, especially considering everything that's going on, if you really think about it, as an investor, you should be in dividend paying stocks, you should be an amazing trader, and you should be buying gold. But I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing and what I and the people in my pride continue to talk about. So those are the things. Oil prices are rising as the weak dollar is also affecting global markets. Asia It's going to be an amazing ride on Monday, especially because a lot of people were expecting the world to come to an end on Monday. You guys know I'm big on the fear and greed index. We started talking about this when we were at extreme greed. I said in my video at that time, buy high, sell low. And that's what a lot of people keep doing. They call us dumb money retail investors because we buy high and sell low. And I was calling the top at the time, and here we are, and by no stretch is all of this over. We're going to have a rebound, and then we're going to have a reckoning all over again. But now we're at extreme fear. It's a decent place to pick up calls, especially if tomorrow has a lot of bullish action. With that said, I'm going to jump back into the charts and show you guys what we are tracking going into Monday. So, with regards to the SPY, RSI is looking oversold. Bullish momentum is coming in, so we can see us trading all the way back and slamming straight into 400. Uh, we're talking about shorts covering, so we might be hitting 406. I don't think we're going to hit 413. We might stall at 406 and check the weather again. But I'm expecting us to have a bullish run, but I'm not expecting it to last or become a new bull market. I do believe we have more downside to see. We have CPI coming out, PPI. Those are big market movers, so it's going to be an exciting week. And we also jumped into a couple of plays. I didn't do individual stocks last week because we were doing the entire market, but I see something with Tesla that I'm going to share with you guys, right? So if you look right here, we have an inverted cup and handle forming, right? The cup and handle is I'm not sure what's going on, but a cup and handle pattern essentially shows continuation to the upside. The inverted cup and handle is the opposite of that. If you look on my screen, you can see a big old C or a semicircle, depending on what you see. And that is complete, right? We had the head and shoulders pattern that we rode Tesla going down. We hit the home run, and you can see all of that on the Instagram page. And now we got into calls on Friday, expecting us to form a handle, trading to about 190 for Tesla. And I am going to trade that to the top of my handle, the resistance level, and then I'm going to take puts for the continuation to the downside because the inverted cup and handle is a pattern that leads to more downside. We're going to trade it up to the top of the cup handle. And once we hit the top of the cup handle, I'm expecting that to be somewhere around 190. We'll be looking to take the position down. This is a free game I'm going to give you guys right here. But in the pride, the target is the top of the cup to where the cup ends would be the target going down. And we already calculated that. So I'm just going to say that we are expecting Tesla to come hit this level, the 126 Fibonacci level. That's where we're expecting to take profit on the downside for Tesla. But for now, we're going to ride this bullish wave. They can even go all the way to 200. But at 190, I'm going to be reducing my risk and trying to push it up. So that's the first play I want to put on your radar. Tesla, I'd like to keep these short and sweet. So the next thing I'm looking at is Shopify, right? So this one doesn't really have any exciting pattern like a cup and handle, head and shoulders, or all of that beautiful stuff. But what you would see right here is a trend, right? So all the way back to, how far does this go? Let's see. Right, okay. So I have one touch here. And I'm going to close this. So this is October. We have another touch here in December. We have another touch here in first week of March. And Shopify is right back at it. That is a trend line of support. Not only that, we closed at our ice line, and ice line is where resistance and support are on the same line at 41. So for bullish momentum, Shopify is well positioned from a technical standpoint to ride the wave going up. Hit the Fibonacci at 43, the next Fibonacci at 45. So I'll be looking at taking a position to ride that wave going up on Shopify because it looks really good. You can't really argue with that. And I'm also going to be looking at the semiconductors, right? I trade SOXL for semiconductors, and the dollar falling is really good for semiconductors. I got into the calls for the semiconductors on Friday, and I'm expecting this thing to push into my ice line at 1523. I'll probably hit this convergence at my 1583, which I do believe would be our profit target. Hopefully we hit that, and then we'll reassess what's happening with semiconductors. And the bonus play for today, this is high risk, high reward. We got into this because of the SVB. Like, I did play SVB and I was beating myself up because I sold out too early. I could have made a ton of money riding that one all the way to market close, but I didn't expect the bank to fail. However, on Friday, we saw that FRC induced a big panic all the way to 45, and this bounce from 45 all the way back up to 95 was insane. I did 500% on calls on FRC, and when it started chilling, I bought some more calls, expecting that the government is going to come in and say, like, because this was my thought process, right? If we have a bank run on SVB and that turns into a bank run on FRC, it won't be long until we have only 3 banks or 4 banks left in the country. And so much disaster is going to happen, not just to the banks, but to the American economy. The American economy affects the entire global economy. It would be disaster, right? So I was getting into position hoping the world doesn't end on Monday. And so I am hoping hope is not a strategy. I am anticipating that we hit 106, probably 110, and even 120 at some point next week. So I'm still in FRC calls, and that is my bonus play for today. And with that said, I'm going to wrap it up, and maybe I should show you guys this. Right. So with Shopify, I was looking at the news. Where is it? I guess it's not supposed to be here. So I think that's all I have for you guys. If you guys want to see everything that we're looking at and everything that we're playing, you have to hit that like, subscribe button, and come join the pride by becoming a patron. And you can see how we continuously hit our goals every single week. With that said, it's Muphasa El Matador. Peace.